Alright guys, Robbie Roo here, again doing another video game critique. I might stop doing video game critiques and do just whatever critiques. Movies, games, books, music, whatever. Well, either way, it's critiquing or whatever. Today I decided to do a game I haven't played in years, but this is more like a video request kind of, and kind of a critique on it. But I really can't critique on it because I haven't seen it in ages. There's this game. It's called Nocturne. Just Nocturne. Not some Japanese name. Not some Japanese person. Nocturne. It's just Nocturne. I'm going to find a picture of the trademark fangs or claws, whatever it is, and put it up here for this video. So basically, what you're looking at, I just might put the cover up because if you sit here and just look at those 4 fangs, you kind of get creeped out after a little bit. But then again, you're not listening to the original music. But there's this video game that came out after Nocturne, and it's called the Blair Witch video game or something. I can't remember the exact names. But it has this main character. He's called Stranger, and basically he hunts the undead. And I think it's a great game. It would have been a very, very popular series. It would have gave Resident Evil maybe a run for its money, but that depends on your taste of survival horrors. Because this one had a good mixture of puzzles, but then again, it wasn't like you're not just fighting zombies. You're fighting many mythical creatures. It's like kind of like pre-Van Helsing, because it was like made in the 90s, and my dad played it on 98. Basically, you're fighting like vampires, werewolves, bone zombies, little demons. It's just a variety of things, and it's a very good game. It's a very good survival horror. It does play on your emotions. There's puzzles, there's traps, there's tons of things in there that'll make you maybe jump out of your skin a little bit. But my request would be is I want to see someone make a walkthrough. Complete walkthrough from beginning to end. No changing the endings, no alternating the beginning, because there's this one guy I subscribed to. I don't know if he changed it or not, but in between the scenarios, if you would jump, the screen would circle in on Stranger on the last thing he did, and that'd be the end of the clip. It wouldn't show like any transaction. It'd be like, here's one level, okay, here's a random level, here's another random level. But the reason why I subscribe to him is because he has the game after, which is the Blair Witch with Stranger, and the half vampire, half human lady he meets and becomes decent friends. Well, I wouldn't say friends, because the Stranger character is kind of like the badass lone wolf kind of guy. But it's a co-partner type thing. It's a partnership. It's kind of like a partnership friendship type thing. It's like, yeah, they're friends, but he's so much of a badass he like views her as a associate. And basically, if you were to hear the game and watch the game from beginning to end, you would just love it. People who have played Nocturne, you know what it's like. Those of you who are watching this probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But if anyone can put this game up on YouTube or buy it and just record it crappily, but like by maybe setting their camera up like angled up at the screen, and it's just complete gameplay all the way through, and it's kind of controlled. You hear the game mostly, and a little bit of the player talk, and like no background noise, like parents yelling in the background, or a vacuum, or a dog. Just like, or someone with a capture card actually captures the whole game in its full entirety. I would love that, or greatly appreciate it, because I'm trying to find a way to have it, because I let my uncle borrow it back when I was 8, but I wasn't allowed to play it because there was nudity in it, and that my parents like kind of drew the line on that. But I was playing Resident Evil 1 when I was 6, but I think it's kind of it was more like a PC thing, and my dad didn't want me on like his PC, like in that. My parents were sometimes shifty on their games, like there's this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. that they allow and they don't allow. But I think my uncle still has it, but if not, I'm trying to find a way to have it, because it's kind of like one of those games I want to have by any means necessary. It's kind of like the game Zombies Ate My Neighbors for the Sega. I love that game, but this one's for like more of an older audience. But it looks really good, and plus the soundtrack really coheres with the game, and it makes you kind of creeped out. But if you hear like a Jungle Tribe drum, I wouldn't say Jungle Tribe drum, but kind of like a the Polish guy, he did there's this one level he did in the graveyard, and you would hear like a do 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 do, like in a low tone, but you would hear lightning crack sometime with it. But if you heard that, then you would hear like bones, like skeleton bones, like rattling, because the skeletons just got up and walked around, because there's no meat on them. You'd hear like bones clacking together, and you'd see these guys walking around. The game is phenomenal. Anyone who wants a good survival game, I suggest you look up Nocturne. I will post the YouTube user's name in my video, either in the description or just somewhere on the screen, and you can go on my subscription list and look him up and watch his video. Watch his Blair Witch video, because it's basically a sequel, and there will be Nocturne Town, Nocturne Dungeon, Nocturne Act 5, Nocturne Graveyard, Forest 1, Forest 2. But it's just a game I would love to have in my collection, because it's just one of those games that I know would creep me out, but one of those games I had it, but I couldn't get a chance to play it, but now I have a chance to play it, but now it's a hard find. I'm just hoping it's compatible with Vista and any new Windows that might come out, and not just strictly for 98, because then I have to go out and find a computer with 98 installed on it and just keep that computer offline and install a bunch of old school games on it that are only compatible for 98. But yeah, this is my shortest video ever, because it was more like me saying how I want this and how it's decent at this and that, and how to find a video of it so you know what to look for, and how I want a person to put a video up of it so I can watch it and find a way to obtain this game. But yeah, this wasn't much more of a routine. This wasn't much of a review. It was more of a half review slash how do I get it slash if someone has this game and wants to make a video, please put it up so I can watch it. So I guess that's about it. This is Robbie Roo saying, if you have Nocturne or a way for me to obtain it, please put it up on YouTube, or please tell me how to obtain this game so I can have it to my collection. Ciao.